So things are getting interesting. Things are getting real interesting right now. We got some big trade news. It looks like it's gonna happen, or might happen. I don't know. I don't really know right now. Because the thing is, I was literally gonna make a video about this topic. I was gonna talk about Donovan Mitchell, the whole trade situation and the scenarios and where he could land with the Knicks, maybe the Heat, maybe Brooklyn in a sign and trade. But we got Shams. That's all I'm gonna say. Shams dropped that little article, dropped that tweet, talking about the Utah Jazz and the New York Knicks are discussing a trade that would send Donovan Mitchell to New York. Now, on the Utah side of things, obviously they want their picks, and I knew that was gonna happen because once they traded Gobert, there was obviously no point to keep Donovan Mitchell, number one. And number two, you got so much for Gobert, why not try to get even more for Mitchell? And they said that nobody on that team is untradeable. Everybody right now is available. So they're completely shipping off everybody. They're trying to get as much back as possible. I feel them. They want that rebuild going. I get it. I get why they want to do it. And right now, the main guy from the Knicks young core that they want is Quentin Grimes. It would hurt to trade him because I really love watching Quentin Grimes play. Love the defense. Love the steps that he has shown so far in the Summer League as being a secondary playmaker and a guy that can put the ball on the floor and score in different ways more than just, shooting three-pointers off the catch. But if you gotta go, I guess. You gotta go. That's all I'm gonna say. Because from the Knicks' perspective, I'm just gonna say there are some reasons for concern. I'm not gonna act like it's a great scenario for them. But they've been waiting for this moment for 2 to 3 years now. Why not pull the trigger on the deal? I mean, there's going to be these Knicks fans that are going to sit here and say, oh, I don't like it because Donovan Mitchell is not a number one option. And you know what? I said the same thing. He's not a number one option. But I'm not going to not say I don't want him because he can be the guy that brings in another superstar one day to play alongside him. Then you're talking title contender one day. Who knows? And you got RJ Barrett because he's not getting traded. Who knows what he'll be in the next 2, 3, 4 years. So you got to look in that perspective because you're looking at it from the fact that, Donovan Mitchell is going to be the guy and he's going to have to be the guy that leads the team to a championship. No, he can just be another big building block. And I'm fine with that. Is he great? No, he's really good. That's what I say. A great player, in my opinion, is upper echelon guys, so don't mind me, don't make it seem like I'm hating on him. Really good players are like him, the guys that are not superstars but right there to being a superstar. That's what I say Donovan Mitchell is. But make no mistake about it, he'd be the best Knicks player since Carmelo Anthony, no debate. He'd be better than Porzingis when he first got here. He'd be better than RJ, obviously. He'd be better than Julius Randle in 2021. He's better than all of them. So why not take a guy like that? Offensively, the team would be way more improved. You'd have him, you'd have Brunson, RJ Barrett heading into year 4. If Randall's still here, I guess, I'm not a Randall guy like that, but if you have to keep him, I guess so. It'll be better for him if he's a third or fourth option. So it's fine, I guess. But offensively, the team will be more improved, and that's all that matters. Especially if you can hold on to a Quickly and Obi, that'll be great. But here's the thing. Here's the concern. And I get why some Knicks fans don't want Donovan Mitchell. The defense would be crazy. I ain't gonna lie. Defense is not looking that good. It would take some big steps from RJ and Mitchell Robinson to really cover up the defensive end a little bit, as RJ would have to be more of a big-time defender now than ever. Because Brunson and Donovan Mitchell, Brunson's not horrible on defense, but he's just undersized. Donovan Mitchell is not a great defender at all. Actually, they're a pretty bad defender, to be honest. But I guess that's what you have to do. You have to sacrifice, because offensively, they're going to give you a lot. They are going to give you a lot of points. And that's something the Knicks haven't had in a long time, because these past 2 years, even in the 4th seed year, they weren't a team that scored. They just played defense. This year, or this past season, they were a team that played mediocre defense and couldn't score, so it made them even worse. But now if you get Donovan Mitchell, you got a team that's going to score. And you got a team that should be, even with Brunson and Donovan Mitchell, this team should be, at the very least, I'd say a middle of the pack defensive team. Maybe around that 10 area too, if you want to say like the highest ceiling for their best defensive team in the league. I'd say anywhere from the 10th best defensive team to the 12th best defensive team. I think that's their ceiling. But that's fine. I'm not looking to win a title next season. I'm not. I just want to take another step, because last season was not a good step. That was a backward step, what I watched last season, watching Alec Burks start at point guard. I don't want to see that again. And it's not, especially if you get Donovan Mitchell, which is great. But you have to look at it from this perspective. Donovan Mitchell is going to be the guy that hopefully brings a superstar to play alongside him. And then you can form what you want to form. Mitchell, question mark, and then RJ Barrett. That'd be your big three. Which is good, because 5 years from now, that'll be a pretty solid big three. I mean, let's be honest. Donovan Mitchell will be like, what, in his prime? RJ Barrett will be heading into his prime, which is crazy. So you know what, man? We gotta do what you gotta do. This is what I wanted. This is what the Knicks have been waiting for. I mean, why not do it? This is what you've been waiting for years. You want somebody, right? I mean, Devin Booker is not available. Remember back in 2020, before the bubble, when people thought Devin Booker and Karl-Anthony Towns were going to request a trade? Even I thought. They're on new contracts. They're not going nowhere. So who's the guy? Zion? He just signed a contract. Who is the guy? I mean, I know you can request a trade and all, but it doesn't look like any of those teams are going to fold anytime soon. The Pelicans look really good. The Suns are a title contender and are looking to add Kevin Durant. The Minnesota Timberwolves just added Rudy Gobert to a team that was a 7 seed and could have been a 6 seed last year and now just got even better. A lot of things are happening, and Donovan Mitchell is the only star that you can get. So why not pull the trigger on the deal? I know there's going to be some Knicks fans right now talking about, oh, I don't like the move. It's not good. It's not good at all. Like, just stop complaining, because think about this. Think about in October or November when Donovan Mitchell has the ball in the fourth quarter and he scores the game-winning basket. Because last season, he would have gave the ball to Julius Randle and he would have fumbled the ball, spun around, turned it over, not hit a shot, or we would have gave it to RJ Barrett. Yeah, he hit his clutch shots, but let's be real here. RJ can't dribble like that. He got a little bit better, but he's still not a great dribbler or a ball handler. So we're finally getting a guy, if he gets here, which I'm thinking it's a pretty good chance is going to happen. You're getting a guy that can actually create and be a number one option for the meantime. Because Donovan Mitchell has number one option tendencies. Julius Randle doesn't. RJ Barrett, I haven't seen enough of yet, but he showed me a little bit, but I don't really know yet because he only did it for half a season. Donovan Mitchell's did it for, since 2018, since he's been a rookie? So yeah, that's how I feel. That's how I feel on the move, or the potential move. Donovan Mitchell to the Knicks. Are the Knicks going to be a championship contender? No. Are there going to be people clowning the Knicks for trading for a star? Yes, it's inevitable. There is going to be somebody out here that says Donovan Mitchell is overrated, he's not good at basketball, he's a horrible defender, and just ignore the fact that he's a 25 plus point per game scorer and one of the top 3 best shooting guards in the NBA. It is what it is. Let's go Knicks. Hopefully Donovan Mitchell's a Knick by the time I wake up, as this video is currently being recorded at like almost 2 a.m. We'll see what happens though. This is going to be a checkup where we talk hoops and hoops only, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace.